Hi guys and welcome. So today I have another fun tutorial for you. I'm trying to set up my, let me scoot this over just a little bit. My little desk area. I have not been crafting this last week because we've had a lot going on here. But I am really excited to share these tutorials with you. I know Mother's Day is coming up soon, and so I've mentioned to you guys that gift boxes are my crafty love language, and I just get so excited to create them and gift them. I love them. And so yeah, I want to share one with you. So I am a guest designer for scrapdivadesigns.com, and she has sent me a few dies to play with. This is just a really cute die, you guys. Let me show you what I made. Whoa, I have so many projects that I'm working on, and they're all of course right here next to me. So this is what I made right here. I think this is going to be so adorable and so fun to play with. It's basically just like a little gift basket. It's using the craft tote die from scrapdivadesigns.com. The Happy Mother's Day die, I just added there for a little embellishment. I think it's so sweet. I love the font too. And then the layered bow die on here, and I just love this so much. It came out so cute, so I want to show you how to put this together. So this die set, this is how it comes. These right here are the pieces that you will get with this die set. So you're going to get the tote base, which is this right here. You're going to get the layering piece, which is this one right here. It fits right inside, and it's just a layering piece. You will get this piece right here, another layering piece. Then you'll get this pocket right here. This pocket has stitching detail. These do not. So this pocket fits right on top of that, just like so. Let me move this out of the way and show you how you would build all of these together. Then this piece right here, this also has a stitching detail. This is the bottom piece of the tote. It goes right here. You have this little flap right here. It has a little line right here that you can use. It's a score line. You can use to fold that over this pocket, and it becomes a little flap. This right here is just an outline detail for this this little flap right here, so that fits right over that. You get this piece right here, this large piece right here. See how it's just got some stitching detail all the way across it. This piece right here fits on here, and it's a lot of pieces to go through. There's no way you'll be able to see you know, to get where all of these pieces go with one shot, but there is quite a bit of pieces. These pieces that have the stitching detail are just an added layer of embellishing basically, and it's just adorable. So to use it as sold, it is to be a mini album, and Bona has a really cute mini album that she created using it just the way it was intended to use. I'm not sure if she used this. This cuts, die cuts the holes on the side right here that you can use to bind and to create this mini album. But as I mentioned at the top of the video, my crafty love language is gift boxes. I love all kinds of gift bags, gift boxes, and if you look at my Instagram feed and at my tutorials, that is basically what I make. It's just a thing. I've always loved gifting for one, but also creating little items like that. So I want to show you how to use this die to do that. I will also like to mention that if you follow the hashtag scrapdivadesigns.com, you can see how other people have, or other crafters have used this die, and so that you can get, you know, multiple uses out of it. So as I mentioned, there are quite a bit of pieces that come in the die set. All of these are included in the die set. Then she has this piece right here that is not included. This is sold separately, I believe. And so this piece creates a little handle, and we'll go through that. It cuts out a little hole right here in the handle, and we'll go through that once we reach that point. But I did want to mention to you that there is an extra piece that you can pick up. So this right here on the magnet is, you know, how it comes. Let me show you how each piece cuts out. I have so many moving parts here, you guys. It has been crazy around here. Okay, so the base die, the larger one, is this one right here, and this is what it cuts out like. So I'm going to start building my craft caddy. Then we will go with the next piece, this one right here, and that is going to go right on here. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue just to get that going. And so see, that just fits right inside and just gives you a little border all the way around. I did some inking on the edges of the paper so you could be able to, you know, distinguish between this layer and the outside layer, since I was using the same color craft paper. So that's 2 layers right there. Then what I would do at this point is cut out the handle, which I should have right here. So that's this one right here that has stitching detail. This is what it cuts out like, just like that. So this piece is the layered piece that goes at the top for the handle. So I'm going to move that over there. That's just to let myself know that I have already layered it up. So I'm going to adhere this inside that second layer. Let me line that up with that second layer, and it fits right exactly on it. So that, you know, just use that as a guide, and you'll see how it leaves just a little edge of the bottom base peeking through. And then what I'm going to do, because I'm turning mine into a 3D project, you know what, I'm going to add some glue on here really quickly, just a little bit. Because I'm turning mine into a 3D project, I am going to take this extra piece and I am going to run this through my die cutting machine, and I'm going to fit that right in here, just like so. Line it up right in there. Let me get some washi, and then just run that through my die cutting machine. So just tape that on there and run this through my die cutting machine. It's taped, it's got some washi, so it should not move. Okay, so I've run that through. This is what is cut out. Let me discard these pieces right here so that I don't get confused, because there's so many pieces. And then just move this over. And so that's what that little extra piece does. It just cuts out the perfect little handle to turn this into a 3D project. Okay, so that cuts out, sorry, my iPad, I'm watching myself on my iPad over here, and I had to get the charger. Okay, so that cuts out that little piece right there, which is amazing. So I do recommend if you pick up this die that you pick up this extra piece because it definitely will come in handy. Next is this piece right here. This is another layering piece that would fit right onto this piece. And so I have that one on here as well. Let me show you what that looks like. I cut these out several times because some pieces, well, we're going to need a front and a back, but then also some pieces we need more than one. Okay, so this is that piece right here, and that's going to go right on here. What I was noticing though is that you can turn this into a pocket as well. So I did that by creating these little... Are you hungry? Okay, sorry. Now my husband's asking me if I want something to eat. He's out picking up food. Okay, so this goes on here, and as I mentioned, we can turn this into a pocket. So on this original piece right here, I did not cut out that piece. I skipped that piece and went on to the next one and turned that into a pocket. But I think it would be so cute to turn both of them into a pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for the sake of this tutorial. And then you can decide which pocket you want to use. I cut a 1 by 4 1/8 inch piece of paper. I scored this at 1/2 inch, and that's gonna go adhered to the bottom of my little pocket. So I'm just gonna glue this to the bottom of my pocket. That's gonna go right in here, and I'm lining it up with the little outline that comes out with the die. There's a little line that goes all the way around. I'm just lining that up to there. So it's 1 by 4 1/8 inches long, scored at a 1/2 inch. Then I have these little pieces of paper. These are 1 by, I think they're, what is it? Where am I? 2.5. Yes, 1 by 2.5. These are scored at every 1/4 inch. And so it creates these really teeny tiny mountain valleys. And we are going to adhere that to this pocket also. And it's just gonna create the cutest little pocket. I'm gonna tuck this right inside and angle it just like so, and I'll show you what I mean. So I tucked this right into that little valley, and I glued it from this end to this corner, so at an angle. And I'm going to do the same thing with this side. Tuck it in, close that little gap right there, close it off, and glue it at an angle just like that. So tutorials are so hard for me, you guys, to share because I eyeball everything I do. And so then it's so hard to go back and get measurements, you know? So that is what it looks like so far. See, we've just created these little folds here, and that's just gonna give us a pocket on the side of our little craft tote. Look at that, isn't that so cute? And so that's just a little added pocket. Now let's glue this to your to the side. I'm just gonna add glue. I rarely use hot glue for these kinds of things, but just to make it quick, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna line this up as best I can. Yeah, I don't like to use hot glue for these kinds of projects because wet glue gives you just more wiggle room. So I just lined it up with those natural indentations from the die. And look at that, you guys. That gives you a little pocket on the side. Isn't that so cute? Okay, so that's an extra pocket. Then we are going to create another pocket. This one right here is the next piece that you will cut out. This does have some stitching detail. And so this is what it looks like. That's what it cuts out like. It's another pocket. Before I make it a pocket though, I am going to add these pieces. So it'll be this piece right here, this long piece right here is gonna go right on this. I'm gonna add, this is what it looks like when you cut it. Oops. And I'm just gonna add some adhesive. Add this to the top where there isn't a stitched line. If you look at this, there's a stitch line at the bottom but not at the top, so that's how you know where this piece goes. Goes right at the top. Just line that up. And this is meant to be not a 3D project, so I think that's why they added all these pieces, just to add some dimension to it. But since we're making it a 3D project, you know, you don't really need to add all of these pieces, but they're just a fun detail. So I'm going to go ahead and add them. So this is another piece right here. That's what that looks like. Again, more stitching detail. I'm going to move that over here, add some glue to this, and we are getting closer, guys, getting closer. So that goes right on there. Just like that. So far, this is what we've had. What we have, we've added that thin little detail at the top, and then this thicker detail that's rounded at the bottom. And that's how you can tell where each one goes. This one is just a straight line. This one is rounded on the edges, just like that. So we're gonna turn this into another pocket, you guys. How fun is that? So cool. And you're gonna use the exact same measurements. You've got this 1 by 4 1/8. You're gonna add your glue to this. You're gonna add it to the bottom, line it up with that score line, just like so. Just like that. You've got these right here that are 1 by 2 1/2, scored at every 1/4 inch. So let me just fold these, and we'll do the same. Add our adhesive, tuck that right into there. This one doesn't need to be so angled, and actually you might need to trim a little piece off. I didn't realize that. Okay, we'll do that at the end. So I'm just gonna fold these lines also every 1/4 inch. I've already scored it. I'm gonna add my glue to one side, tuck it in just like I did the other ones. And then it looks like we're gonna have a little bit of hangover, so we'll just trim that down, just like so. And we are going to glue this as well to create our pocket. I'm just gonna line it up to the edge right there and use that as my guide. You guys, this is gonna be so cute. This is gonna be cuter than the one that I originally made because it has an extra pocket. So yeah, that was a missed opportunity on my part. I'm adding some hot glue because it's not sticking. That was a missed opportunity on my part because I didn't realize that I could have that second pocket until I was preparing my pieces to make this video, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can turn this piece into a pocket also. So we have this little pocket right here, this little pocket. This piece right here is this one. This is what it looks like. This is what it cuts out like. If you'll notice, it has a little score line right here, a little score line detail right there. So this is gonna fold over on here to look like a little pocket. You see that? Isn't that so cute? It looks like a little craft tote. Okay, before I adhere it to this, I want to show you the details. So we've only got 3 pieces left, guys. Hang in there, hang in there. Okay, so this piece right here, this is what that cuts out like, just like this. And this is gonna go on the edge of this little flap. So let me move that over. Let me add some glue to this and show you where this goes. When you are making yours, as always, take your time with it. You know, this is just a little, what's the word? Prototype. So it doesn't really matter what this looks like, but of course I want yours to look amazing. So just take your time with it. There's a lot of moving parts. So yeah, you just want to take your time. So I believe I forgot to measure this. Yeah, 2, 3. I just lined this up with the 3rd score mark, and I'll show you what I mean when I glue this on. Oh my gosh, I didn't glue it right. Okay, my glue dried. Let me show you what I mean since it dried. So I count 1, 2, 3. That's going to be where the first side goes, and then this way 1, 2, 3. I'll use that as my guide. Those little score marks will be my guide for adhering this down. Hopefully that's not too much glue and it won't stick to the other side of the pocket, you know. Okay, so cute, you guys. This is just the most adorable little tote. So you could even leave it like this and just use it like a little card. Like, how cute. But we are not going to do that. We are going to make this a 3D project. So I'm going to add some glue to these little pieces right here. Those are the final pieces that we have cut out. I forgot how these went. I think it's this way. Yes, just like that. So that's these pieces right here. There's 2, one for either side, and this is what they look like. This is what they cut out like. We've gone through all of our pieces, and I'm just gonna add some glue to this and adhere it right where it goes, right on this side right here. And you just line it up with the edge, and that is what we have so far. Isn't this just so darling, you guys? I don't even know if I did these correctly. Maybe they should go the other way. I can't remember. How did I? Oh no, I did it the same way on that one. Hopefully I did it right. So this is just a little faux flap right here. On mine, I glued it down. So I'm gonna do the same for this. I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue to it and glue it down. Isn't that so cute? And then for mine, I didn't add this pocket, this cute little accordion pocket, to the back of it. I just left the back blank and plain, but you can certainly add a little pocket to the back as well and just give yourself some more room for a little tote. So far we have this one, and then we're gonna need to create this little box right here. Let me get some paper and I will start on that. Okay, so for this box piece, and I'm going to try to speed it up here, we have a 9 by 7.5 piece of paper, right? So 7.5 by 9. We are going to score this at 2.5 on all 4 sides. 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, and 2.5. And that is what we are left with. This is going to be our little box. These are going to be our tabs. So I am going to cut my little tabs, miter these. I always want to speed through this, but you know, there's some people that need to watch it. So if you're not one of those people, if you know how to make this into a little box, then you can certainly just fast forward. I also like to watch videos myself at a faster speed. So I tend to watch y'all's videos at a faster speed also. So just a little tip for you. Sometimes that helps. Okay, and then we'll just adhere these edges. This will come up, and this is our little craft tote, you guys. Just like this. So let me adhere that, and I will be right back. Okay, so this is what we've made so far. The front of our little tote that's going to go here, and we have 1, 2 pockets so far. And then this is our actual little tote right here. And now we're going to make pockets for the sides. So this is going to be our back piece. I still need to cut out that little hole right there. I will do that. Let me show you really quickly how to make the side pockets using the die also. So I used the pocket die, the one that has the stitched detail on it. Let me show you what that is. This one right here. I cut this out to create my side pockets. So what I did was I scored this at half and at 1. And then I just turned it and did the same thing at half and at 1. So what this does is it gives me my little pockets, and I just fold this piece up and this piece back, and that's how I am going to attach it to the side of my tote. So this piece up, this piece back. And I didn't add anything here. I just glued all of this completely down just to give me a little bit of room, but not too much. So I'm going to add some glue to this, just like so, and adhere this, line it up all the way to the bottom of my little tote right here, and glue that on. I'm going to add some hot glue to seal it up and make it nice and fast. I probably would have added double-sided tape if this were a real project, so it'll be nice and neat and not messy. Especially like if you're using your pretty pattern paper, you don't want it to get all messy. So, and make sure to line these up right so that they're not sticking out like this one is right here. So it lines up nice and perfectly, and your edges are able to come in. So I'm going to do this again. This is going to be such a long video, but hopefully it makes sense to you and you're able to recreate this, because I just think this is the most darling little craft tote. And if you have this die, you absolutely want to get max use out of it, you know? And you want to follow that hashtag and look at how everybody is using it and recreate all of those projects, you know? Use your little die, get your money's worth. So I'm gonna do that, line it up with this edge right here, and it just fits perfectly on the edge of this little box, just like that. So at this point, all we have to do is adhere this piece, and I'm going to do that really quickly while you're watching. So we can be done with this long video. It's been, what, like 25 minutes or longer even. So just like so. And then I'll add glue to this side and add my back piece. And this is going to go on just like so. Oh, this is so cute. This is so, so cute. Okay. And so you guys, we have our little craft tote using Scrap Divas designed. Oh my gosh, I forgot to cut that little piece off right here. Well, before you adhere your backside, you should cut out that piece right there, and it's gonna drive me crazy. You know what? I'm gonna cut it out really quickly. Okay guys, so I cut out that little piece just so you could get the full effect. And look at how cute this is. So we have this little pocket right here in the front, a second pocket in the front. We've got these two side pockets, and then you have this little center piece right here. And I would recommend making the same two pockets that you have here in the front, making them in the back as well. So this is my original craft tote right here, and it just has the one pocket, and then, you know, the side pockets and the center. So I hope this all makes sense to you. Enjoy your die. If you haven't picked it up already, you definitely need to. Don't forget to pick up this extra piece right here to create a 3D caddy, and let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.